Today we have three special panelists. Brandi Snodgrass, who's the Director of Neighborhood Schools Partnership. We also have Meera Santhanam. She is at the U of C College class of 2021. Yay, yay, yay. So you're coming out with that great. And we have Abraham Potts, who is a senior at Perspectives Charter Academy. I am so proud of all of you for what you're doing, and it looks like a graduation is in the making here. Discussions today will be on Maroon Tutor Match program. And why don't you lead us into this discussion, Meera, or Brandi? Just give us a little bit of an overview of how this thing is brought together and how everything is formulated, because it sounds like you have multiple levels, both in the academic arena for colleges as well as in charter schools. So give us an overview of what you're doing.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Well, good evening, Colonel Dr. Arnold, and thank you so much for giving us some time to share our Maroon Tutor Match story and share a little bit about the Office of Civic Engagement. So as you mentioned, we are part of the Office of Civic Engagement at the University of Chicago, led by Derek Douglas. And within that office, really, the work that we do, we serve as a champion and steward of university civic engagement activities university-wide. So this particular initiative, the Maroon Tutor Match program, is a part of the Neighborhood Schools program. So the Neighborhood Schools program has been around for a very long time, since 1976, and our mission has been to engage the community in impactful ways by facilitating partnerships between University of Chicago students and local schools. So each year we hire hundreds of students to work within different school partners on the South Side, mainly in the community surrounding the University of Chicago. So those students work as teaching assistants, one-on-one tutors, administrative assistants, and we end up working with anywhere from about 3,000 to 5,000 children in our community annually. So it's a tremendously impactful program. Yes. So
yeah, Brandi, I'm so proud of you, because I have to say one thing about you. It's like you're responsible for more than 50 partnerships with K-12 schools. I mean, community centers and government offices on the South Side. And you're overseeing the recruitment, training, and support of 350 to 500 university student employees and volunteers who engage with community partner schools and community organizations through NSP. That is fantastic. I am so proud of what you're doing.
Yes.
Just had to stop at that second
Thank you.
to highlight you.
Yes. Thanks so much. And and last year, it was amazing. Even with this pandemic, we surpassed our highest number, which has been 500 as far as our student employment numbers, and we had over 600 undergraduates to work with us. So it has been it's wonderful to see the students be able to engage and to be able to serve in the way that they do. And as I said, this program started in 2016, we launched a new initiative called Maroon Tutor Match. So Maroon Tutor Match is a university student-led program that directly matches university students with local families looking for one-on-one tutoring in a particular subject area. So when we first started this program, we found that there were many tutoring services in the neighborhood and broadly in Chicago, but those tutoring services would charge anywhere from about $50 to $100 an hour for students to receive tutoring. So we wanted to create a way that our families and our students could receive affordable tutoring. So we created this one-on-one tutoring model because our NSP model is more school-based placement. So this is now more out-of-school placement. And our students are able to provide tutoring for $14 an hour. But furthermore, which has been a great asset to our program, is our ability to provide scholarships to families that are in need. So we were fortunate to receive a very generous grant from the university's Women's Board, where we've been able to provide hundreds of scholarships for students over the last couple of years.
Oh, fantastic. And it looks like, Meera, you surprised me because you were in school, and a lot of people can go on with their own careers and not worry about what's going on with other people. But it sounds like you sustained your connection with the Southside community, and this is really something that I really admire when people take the time to assist other people going through the academic chain. And so I think you should be commended for what you are doing. And I guess you've been working with Abraham as well on his career destiny. So tell us a little bit about your role and how you feel about the program.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that question. So I think Brandi gave an excellent overview of the program, but what we really want to do through Maroon Tutor Match is make public service and education a really important part of UChicago students' college experiences. And so, this is a program that was founded by students for students. And so we essentially match those UChicago students with K through 12 students from across the South Side and across the city of Chicago for tutoring. So I kind of wear two different hats in this program. So I have actually tutored Abe, who's on the call with us today, for 4 years. So since my freshman year of college and since his freshman year of high school. And then for the past year and a half, I've actually served on the leadership team, too, as the tutor engagement coordinator. So I hire all of our tutors for the program. I train them, and I help basically oversee tutoring of all of our UChicago students with our community partners. And so I'm really proud to say that we have over 150 tutors right now taking part in our program, and we're serving over 200 families. And as Brandi mentioned, nearly half of those are on scholarships, so we really aim to provide affordable tutoring. And it's just been a great experience for me all around. It's made me want to pursue public service as my career, beyond college. And I think working with Abe has definitely been my highlight of the experience. I've tutored him for 4 years. I've gotten to see him grow and sort of fall in love with chemistry and science and math. I'm sure he'll talk more about this, but Abe wants to become a pharmaceutical engineer, and it's been really exciting for me to get to sort of watch him transform and, develop those passions. And so on a personal level, I've really enjoyed getting to sort of witness Abe's aha moments when he learns things and realizes things and be a part of his learning journey. And that sort of made me want to commit my, career to public service. I want to become a public interest attorney. And I think a lot of that is because of my experience with Maroon Tutor Match. And one other thing I just want to highlight is, thank you. Yeah. So we have, as we all know, right, we're living in a pandemic right now, and a big sort of central focus point for our program has been maintaining our tutoring services throughout this pandemic and ensuring that, no children are sort of left behind in their education, even as we live through this pandemic. So we've transitioned our services online. So all of our tutors are continuing to tutor over Zoom and continuing to keep up those relationships.
Oh, that is fantastic. And, Abraham Potts, I have to take my hat off to you. You increased your GPA by 2 full points. Most people try to get that 0.1 in, and you got 2.0 in. So that is fantastic. And a lot of this had to do with the, the skills, with the new note-taking skills, the writing and study skills. And that was, acquired during the Maroon Tutor Match program. And Meera was working with you. And tell me what that experience was like. How did that sort of change the way you looked at learning?
Well, it changed the way I looked at learning because, since freshman year, I was kind of like struggling in school, and Meera came and helped me perform way better. Yeah. And I got to, once we started tutoring and started building up sessions, I was learning skills in one tutoring session, and I couldn't do that before. I was struggling in class. I couldn't learn from my teacher that well. But when I was in tutoring Meera, she taught me a skill that my teacher tried to teach me, and I would learn the skill in one class session of tutoring. And I felt like that really helped me gain skills quicker.
Yes.
Gain skills quicker. Mm-hmm. And get me to the point where I'm at today.
Well, you already sound a lot smarter than I am because you want to go into pharmaceutical engineering. That's way above my pay grade and my thought level. So, it sounds like, there are miracles occurring at each of these levels, Brandi, Meera, and Abraham. And it sounds like this is a really well-oiled machine as far as getting people on track to become more successful academically, which is something that people have been trying to figure